We'll once again say good afternoon and welcome to the 2023 edition of the Maverick County Junior Livestock Show. If you showed up wanting to see some judging, well, you hadn't missed a thing, because we're still waiting for our livestock committee to get their classes put together. They've done finalized it. They're looking at them right now with our livestock committee, make sure everything's okay. And then we're going to post our classes on to get everybody lined up so we can get started with our goat show here in just a little bit. A judge is here. He's standing by, humming, ready to go, chomping at the bit, and we're going to turn him loose here in just a little bit. But for right now, we'll just let everybody know that they're fixing to post the classes. They're not up yet, but they're fixing to be up here in the next couple of minutes. So thank you for being patient with us, and we'll get started with our program here in just a little bit. Thank you. second call. Goat exhibitors, second call. You should be at your pins getting ready. We're getting closer, guys. I just went back there and took our superintendents, and they're making copies and getting all that paperwork taken care of. Classes are about done. They are put together. It's just a matter of getting all the paperwork done before we get started. So we should have them up on the board here in just a couple of minutes, and we'll get started with our goat show this afternoon. Once again, welcome to the 2023 edition of the Maverick County Junior Livestock Show. For day number one, we had our rabbit and our poultry show this morning. Selection was made of the champions in each one of those divisions. Our first trophies and banners were given out this morning to our champion in each one of those divisions. And we also had our Helping Hands program come out, where we have our handicapped kids come into the ring and participate in our show. So we thank the Helping Hands Committee and all their hard work, and we're trying to be totally inclusive at our show and make sure everybody gets a chance to participate. So we thank them for their program that they did for us this morning also. Now, we had our goat sift a little bit earlier. Right after that was done, everybody came up on the scale. The animals were presented, exhibitors were checked and looked at. Make sure everybody presents themselves in a proper manner, and then we put a scale, a weight on the animals, and put the different classes together. And that's what they're fixing to put up on the board here in a minute, so everybody will know what class they're in as we get ready to start our judging here this afternoon. We have a judge with us today. Says he was here a few years back, many years back, and judged one of our shows for us. And it had been a while since he'd been here to Maverick County, but he got asked to come back, and we appreciate him making the trip to come be with us today. He comes to us with many years of experience. He was a county extension agent for over 28 years, 20 years as an extension agent, and then another 8 years as a program leader, one of the jefes, you might say. He went around checking with the other county agents. So he has many years of experience of stock show judging, and has judged shows in Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas. So we thank our judge, and I'll introduce him here in a minute, for being here with us today. But we thank him for coming and being part of our show, as he makes history too, because everybody that comes to our show becomes a part of Maverick County history, because we've been around, I understand from the old timers, since the late 40s that the stock show was first happened. Used to happen right down on the parking lot at the bridge. Was where the first stock shows would happen here at Eagle Pass. And then they moved to the bank parking lot right there where the IBC Bank is. There used to be a hotel there. And the history, the old timers tell me that that's where they would gather, and they would put up some pins, and they would have a stock show in that parking lot right there at the IBC Bank right there downtown. And after that, we were able to get a barn put together and put a barn. And then we've grown to the barn that we're in today, and we're looking to go into a bigger barn that is planned for the future for our stock shows. So we're growing, and the show keeps growing, and we've been around so many years and a big part of our community, and we thank everybody that supports us each year, and even you, every day that you come and support us, you're part of our show history. So we thank you very much for being part of Maverick County Junior Livestock Show here at Eagle Pass. And we'll get started with our goat judging here in just a few minutes. We're waiting on our classes to be posted. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes with our program. Thank you. Attention goat exhibitors, third call, but also our classes are posted. Classes are posted here on the yellow boards, right here by the photo dealie there. I guess that's what it's called, the photo dealie. Is that what it is? Anyway, classes are posted. You want to come check it out? We're going to start at 2:15. 2:15 will be our start time. Give you 15 minutes. It's 1:56 right now, so we're looking at 2:15 will be our first class. Go ahead and go by, check the board, see what class you're in, get yourself ready, because we're fixing to start showing our goats here in just a few minutes. Thank you. All right, once again, goat exhibitors, our classes are posted right here by the west gate here, west entrance on that yellow board. Classes are posted. Go by and check it out, see what class you're in. And we'll be starting our program here in about 15 minutes. 2:15 will be our first class come into the ring. So if you're in class number 1 or 2, I'd start getting yourself ready to go. Get your animal and get yourself ready. If you're here to watch the show with us, we say buenas tardes, good afternoon. Bienvenidos and welcome to the 2023 edition of the Maverick County Junior Livestock Show Goat Show. That's what's going to be happening here in just a little while in the show ring. So get yourself a spot in the bleachers, plenty of hot, fresh stock show hamburgers coming off the grill. All kinds of cheesy nachos and corn in a cup and all kinds of goodies over there. Get something to eat, settle into the bleachers, and we'll have our goat show here in a little while. So we thank you for being with us once again. Welcome, and we'll have our goat show in just a little bit. Thank you. Okay, attention goat exhibitors, class number 1 and 2. First call, class 1 and 2. You should be at your pins getting ready. First is classes 1 and 2. You should be at your pins getting ready. Thank you. All right, I just got word from the concession stand that they said to tell y'all that the turkey legs were ready. I don't know if y'all had one last year, but they're about that big, and you better wear some gloves. That's all I'm going to tell you, because you're going to get greasy. But they're good. They're ready to go in the concession stand. Go by and get yourself something to eat before we get started. We're fixing to start our goat show here, and I'm going to give a second call now, classes 1 and 2. First call, class 3. Classes 1 and 2, second call. You should be at your pins, ready to go. They're going to start calling you to the back gate here in just a couple of minutes. 2:50 is our start time, so we've got a couple of minutes still, but we want everybody to get lined up. We run a tight ship here. We're going to still be running them through. So everybody needs to get yourself situated, get a good spot in the bleachers, get something to drink, get something out of the concession stand, fresh hot burgers and fresh turkey legs in the concession stand ready to go. Come and get something to eat, and we get ready for our goat show here in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. Third and call. First class is 1 and 2. Our goat show. You should be at your pens, ready to go. And we'll be calling you up to the back gate here in just a little bit, but you need to be at your pens. And let's see if we can also try to get a little bit of traffic out of the alleyway. I know everybody wants to be back there with brother and sister, but let's make some room so we can move these animals up in the alleyways if we can, please. I don't want to have to send security back there, but if we can, we'd like to have just the exhibitor and the parent, one parent with them, please, at each pen. Everybody else, you better come get a spot in the bleachers because we're fixing to start the show. And you want to get in on the action, this is the place to be. Thank you. Okay, let's do a fourth call. Fourth call, classes 1 and 2. And we can, let's go ahead and get you lined up at the back gate there, the holding pen. Class number 1 can go ahead and start coming forward. We need to make some room in the alleyway, please. Only one parent and an exhibitor, please, in the pen area, if we can. If not, I'll send Mr. Galindo back there to clear the alleyway. Thank you for your help, everybody. Let's make this run nice and smooth this afternoon. Our judge, once again, came to us from Johnson City. He lives up there in God's country. but he comes to us with many years of experience of judging stock shows in Texas and Arkansas and Oklahoma, and over 26 years of experience as an ag extension agent. So we know that he has been there and done that. So we thank him for being here with us today. His name is Mr. Todd Swift, and he comes to us, says he was here a few years back judging a show for us before, and we welcome him back. Then we can say welcome back as he comes back to help us out with our goat show this afternoon. We thank him for being with us as we get ready to start our goat show. Let's get class number one. Let's up and lined up at the back gate. I'm going to call your name. You can come forward. Victoria Reina, Sunshine Estrada, Raimundo Silva, Marisa Silva, Andrea Ruiz, and Manuel Sanchez. Class number one. You can go ahead and start making your way to the holding pen, please. Class one. Class two, if I call your name, please stay at your pins. Emiliano Fernandez, Armanda Gonzalez, Aiden Garza, and Anaí Reina. If you're here to watch the show with us this afternoon, we say buenas tardes, good afternoon. Welcome to the 2023 edition of the Maverick County Junior Livestock Show. Day number one here at the show barn as we get ready to start and have our goat show for us here in the show ring. Our judge is out there checking with our superintendents, Mr. Lupo Nava, and Jonathan and Mrs. Nava. They are superintendents. Big Noopy in the white hat is our livestock committee chairman, so he's just making sure our judge is lined up with everybody as we get ready to bring our first class into the ring. We once again say good afternoon. Welcome to the show barn as we get ready to start our goat judging here in just a couple of minutes. Class number one, let's go ahead and bring you up to the back gate if we can. Victoria Reina, Sunshine Estrada, Raimundo Silva, Marisa Silva, Andrea Ruiz, and Manuel Sanchez. At the back gate, we need Emiliano Fernandez, Amanda Gonzalez, Aiden Garza, and Anaí Reina. Class two, if we can, let's line you up in the holding pen, please. Emiliano Fernandez, Amanda Gonzalez, Aiden Garza, and Anaí Reina. like our judge got in there to the top 4 there in this first class, and we'll let him look them over once again, and he'll have something to say about them here in just a couple of minutes. First class of the day, that's what we're watching here in our goat show. We had 6 exhibitors and their animals come into the ring. Our lightweight class. We'll get it figured out here. Let y'all know how he wants to get them placed.
And a real pleasure to be here in Maverick County today. Nice weather, beautiful a day for a goat show. We started off this morning getting the show kicked off with the bunnies and the poultry. And so then we get to the market goat division. I'm glad to be here, and I'll be in here with you tomorrow. First off, it's a real opportunity and an honor to be asked to come here and work with the young people in the county and evaluate the animals. So I appreciate that to all the folks that have invited me here and really extend a hospitality for me to be here. So I'm glad to be here. And we'll look at these first class of goats, lightweight goats. We start off here with a really a neat, attractive individual, very long body, elevated in his front end. He's big, stout in his bone work, his foot size. He's got a lot of expression of muscle in his forearm, which is a good indicator that he's very muscular all the way through. He's got a lot of product to him, but yet he's a show animal. He's really attractive in his movement, attractive in his design, and the young lady's presented him extremely well. When you get your hands on him, he has that muscularity about his top shape through his hip-loin junction, and he ties in extremely well. You get behind him, he's wide-bodied, wide-based, and has the most completeness in terms of his muscularity, his eye appeal. Again, he's a show goat of the class. Our next individual here falls in second. I think kind of follows the type and design, good in his rib shape. He's neat in his front end. He's just a little bit shorter body, and he's not quite as full through his rack shape and out through his loin edge. Quite the overall attractiveness we see in one for getting the move. Then we get to the three. This is a lighter bone goat, not quite nearly as big a bone underneath him. His foot size is smaller. You can look at his forearm here. He's just not having the muscularity down here in his forearm. He's a little bit narrow made all the way through. We'd like to just pull him apart just a touch. When you get behind him, though, you get a little disappointed in the amount of muscle he has in that center and lower third as compared to 1 and 2. Just sticking this up just a touch. This goat really touches nice. He did a good job getting presented. I just wish he was just a little wider and powerful to get right behind him to get him up in the class. Down the way, we got some goats that just not quite as much muscle all the way on their frame. You just like to pull them apart, give them a little more muscularity all the way through, a little more touch. This goat here that is up fifth, he's a little flat-made and a little flat-sided. The next goat down the way, just not having that muscularity through the top. I tell the young lady, you get your hands on him, you just feel that spine sticking up instead of the muscle on each side of it. You'd like to change that, but a nice class to go started with.
Okay, here's your placing on this first class one of our lightweight goats. 6th place, Marisa Silva. 5th place, Sunshine Estrada. 4th, Raimundo Silva. 3rd, Manuel Sanchez. 2nd, Victoria Reina. And your class winner, Andrea Ruiz. We'll keep the first 2 in the pen. And they'll come back and compete for the light division. Winner, we should have Emiliano Fernandez, Amanda Gonzalez, Aiden Garza, and Nahi Reina in the holding pin, please. And here they come. Class 3, let's get you at the back holding area, please. Alejandro Guerrero, Celestino Estrada, Marisol Gonzalez, Elena Gonzalez, and Emilio Rodriguez. Get you in the back gate, in the back holding pin, please. If I called your name. Class 3. Class 4, get ready, Class 4. Okay, just got word from the concession stand that the turkey legs and the sausage wraps are hot and fresh right off the grill. So if you hadn't had supper, you better go get one. If not, you can take one home for dinner. But they're hot and fresh. Calentitos, eh? So buy and get something out of the concession stand. As we watch our second class of ghosts, that's what's in the ring. And it looks like our judge is ready to go. Let's see what he's got to say about them.
Okay, we're going to place them just like here's 4, 3, 2, and 1 to the young lady in red. So we start off here, young lady in red, really a powerful goat, a goat that's very attractive, a goat that's full of muscle, particularly get your hand on her top shape. She's expressive, she's full through her loin edge and out through her hip. I think she just moves out the most length of spine, length of body, a very attractive goat here to move up and win the class. Second place goat, this weather goat, you get your hand on this goat, he's really stout made, he's really expressive, and he's real fresh with a touch. He's firm and fresh all the way through his top and out through his hip. A goat that kind of falls in there really nicely behind our first place. Third and fourth of close placing here. I think the goat here in 3, I put over 4 because he's just better through his top shape. He just has a touch more muscle through his loin edge as he ties in through his loin and he gets back behind him. He's a little narrow made up front, but so is 4. You'd like to just pull them apart from the middle part of their body.
Hernandez and your class winner, Amanda Gonzalez. Amanda Gonzalez. We'll put Amanda and Emiliano's goat in the pen and give him a big hand once again. Thank you to the judge, too. Great job. And also a reminder from please the back. We need to be sure you go back there and get your picture taken, please. When you leave the ring, go straight back there to the photo booth area.